Suggestions Review. What can I see on the Suggestions Review? You don't have to white-knuckle your own way to discover new keywords and other criteria over and over again. That's what Adspert's powerful automation is for. If at least one of the actions for your platform is set to review, this is where the Suggestions Review page comes in. To open Suggestions Review, hover over Criterion Hub in the main navigation bar and select Suggestions Review from the drop-down menu. One of the things that we've heard from our users is that they wanted to have more information and options available when they review the suggestions and conflicts. And that's exactly what you can see on the Suggestions Review page. So, after Adspert diligently harvests, refines and qualifies suitable criteria, it serves them to you here so you can review them. A quick reminder on what is criteria. Criteria is an umbrella term for everything that can be bid on: keywords, products, categories, and so on. Besides suggestions, you can also review different conflicts that you should resolve. For instance, if there are conflict actions between two rules, issues with destination, and etc. Any kind of conflicts can be independently altered by our automation, and that's intentional. We want you to maintain control and show you the issues to them so you can address them. Before we go through all the elements, a quick note on the global selectors at the top: accounts, performance groups, active campaigns, and ad groups. For the last three levels, the performance group, active campaigns, and ad groups, the selectors work for both sources and destinations at the same time. Sounds confusing? Let me show you it's not that complicated. Click Ad Group Selector. Now you can see that this selector has two tabs: Source and Destination. This means you can filter by sources and destinations at the same time. Also, the results of both filters are shown together. What can I see and do on the Suggestions tab? Suggestions Review page has two tabs: Suggestions and Queue. Let's start with the Suggestions tab. The Suggestions tab displays a collection of tables. Each table represents a source ad group. It starts with a title that reflects the entire source ad group's hierarchy. The tile starts with the platform advertising account, followed by campaign and ad group name. After you locate the ad group you'd like to review, there's many different columns. Let's go through them one by one. In the first, Accept column, you can approve or reject each individual suggestion. Or, if you like everything on the page, there's a faster way. Click Accept All or Reject All. Attention! After you click Accept or Reject, you still need to confirm the action. Plus, you can still change your mind and edit any exceptions. Click Confirm from the right, and marked suggestion automatically moved from the Suggestion tab to the Queue tab. I'll explain more about the Queue tab a bit later. From the Suggestion column, you can see all the information regarding suggestion. Suggestion type itself with criterion type, like exclude keyword, criterion, like man, oily skin, and the suggestion reason, like low click value. To make things easier for you, we've added a filter. Click the filter icon, Add Filter, and choose whichever filter you want. You can filter by suggestion type, criterion type, suggestion reason, and criterion name. With these, you can also filter by suggestion additions or exclusions, only keywords, only paths, placement, and so on. The next 4 columns display metrics: conversions, revenue, cost, and CR. These are the defaults, but you can simply modify that too. Click the matrix icon and select your preferred matrix. Does the pop-up with the matrix looks familiar? You're right. You've seen it on the goals and the key figures page. Plus, Adspert automatically saves your selection so you won't have to change it every time you use the page. You can select a maximum of 4 metrics to keep the information clear and tidy. Again, you can fully filter the matrix as well. Click the filter icon next to the chosen matrix and set any kind of filters to help you out. One thing you cannot see is the date range for the matrix. The default is the last 30 days, and this is the default you cannot modify. Next, from the rule column, you can see a short recap of the rule that triggered the criterion suggestion. If you'd like to see the full rule, hover over the eye icon to get full rule details. Then there's the destination column. From here you can see where the suggestion will be added. And lastly, there's actions. Click the menu icon. Depending which user plan you have, you will either see only the added destinations or also Save as Rule option. The latter is only available to the users with the Enterprise plan. If you ever get stuck, click the hand icon in the upper right corner to get on-screen explanations of all elements on the page. How to edit a suggestions destination. If you click Edit Destinations, you can do exactly that. Set the destination. For keywords, you can also set match type, and for others, you can set a type. First, select the destination from the column. You can choose from the available option based on your campaign type. The options may include the same ad group, an existing ad group, or creating a new ad group. Choose whatever is available and works best for you. Here's where Adspert helps and guides you. Only the selection of ad groups that make sense are clickable. You are not able to select the destinations that don't make sense. They are shown on the list but are grayed out and not clickable. Choose the type. After you select the destination, you need to choose the match type or types as well. Adspert helps you again. It only offers the type options that make sense based on your selected destination, and all the rest are not clickable. If you ever get stuck, click the hand icon in the upper right corner to get on-screen explanations of all elements on the page. What can I see and do on the Queue tab? Whenever you accept or reject suggestions, they are automatically moved from the Suggestion tab to the Queue tab. We have listened to our users who said they would like to have a place in Adspert that displays criteria after they've been accepted or rejected, but before they appear in the log. That's precisely what the queue is for. It's where criteria wait to be submitted. We didn't limit it to just a list. You can also take different actions on the Queue tab. Please remember, criteria in the queue won't stay there forever. After 24 hours of accepting or rejecting them, criteria is submitted and removed from the queue. Let's jump in. The table in the Queue tab is a condensed version of the Suggestions table. In both tabs, you can find a collection of tables, each representing a source ad group. However, the main difference is that the Queue tab table doesn't include metrics. Let's have a look at the actions. From the Actions column, click the menu icon. One or two options appear depending on the selected criteria. One option is Edit Destinations, which works the same as on the Suggestions tab. Another option is to undo your decision about a specific suggestion that you've accepted or rejected. You can do this one by one. Click the menu icon from the Actions column and select Undo or Return to Suggestion. Or you can save yourself some time and do it in bulk. Select the suggestions from the first column and then click Undo Selected button. What does Undo Selected and Undo Return to Suggestion options do? Both options perform exactly the same action, the only difference is their name. When you undo your decision, the suggestion reverts back to its original state. This means that you will also lose any changes you made to the destination and match type. Once you undo your decision, the suggestion will return to its original state in the Suggestions tab. If you ever get stuck, click the hand icon in the upper right corner to get an on-screen explanation of all elements on the page.